What makes a fighter isn't just his fascinating, undefeated record, it is tied in with giving your fans the battle they need and making a decent exhibition when battle night comes. Yet, evidently, Tank is by all accounts advising us to cry about it after his declaration that he will be battling Lamont Bug rather than, well, every other person you are aware of. Tank has gotten a ton of reaction from the geniuses, letting him know that this may be exactly the way in which he loses fans, a name we without a doubt knew would neglect to remark. On this one was Teofimo Lopez, who himself held on to communicated his craving to battle Tank in a fairly fascinating manner. Well separated from his dubious get back to out, he accompanied a ton to say after he caught wind of who Tank was battling, Tank simply staying away from genuine difficulties right now. Lopez said, "Look, I'm not saying Bug is a terrible warrior yet. When you have the lightweight division loaded with executioners, why pick a person from a lower weight class? It seems like Tank is dodging genuine rivalry." Lopez, who himself rose to fame by taking strong battles, keeps on getting down on contenders like Davis for their protected choices as per. Teofimo Tank's inheritance is in danger, assuming he go on down this way of choosing simpler adversaries, as opposed to the extreme matchups fans hunger for, like a session against Vasyl Lomachenko, Shocker Stevenson, or even himself. Teofimo was in good company in his analysis. Shocker Stevenson, one more unmistakable figure in the lightweight division, had similar contemplations, in spite of the fact that with a touch more tact, I regard Tank. I truly do, however, battling Lamont Bug. I don't get it, Shocker said. We might have been in the ring as of now, Tank and me. I was prepared for that battle. The fans needed it. The cash was there, yet some way or another it never happened. Now he's battling a lesser lightweight, it seems. Like he's not pursuing significance like he could. Shocker's hunger for a battle with Tank isn't even new to us. He has for some time been viewed as a characteristic appearance to Davis. Their warmed trades via virtual entertainment energized trust that a uber battle would emerge between them, yet that potential confrontation appears to be farther away now with Tank's forthcoming session against Bug. It's baffling. Stevenson proceeded on the grounds that there's a ton of regard between us, and yet you need to address why these battles aren't occurring. Is it since he's keeping away from me, perhaps? Yet I won't remain silent. Tank needs to move forward if he has any desire to demonstrate he's the best. Even the reckless and frequently questionable Raleigh Romero said something regarding Tank's forthcoming ward-off, offering his own exceptional interpretation of the circumstance. Romero laughed at the thought of Davis battling Cockroach Man. This is a common Tank, Romero said, he boasts, yet with regards to truly getting in the ring with genuine canines, unexpectedly, it's an alternate story he needs. To avoid any and all risks, he realizes what occurs on the off chance that he steps in with somebody like me again. We as a whole saw what happened last time. Romero's reference to their past session stoked the fire as the two had proactively shared an extraordinary contention inside and outside the ring. As per RY, this impending battle is simply one more illustration of Tank evading the genuine dangers in the division. There's no need to focus on battling the best any longer. It's tied in with remaining undefeated. Yet, where's the brilliance in that battle? The best, or don't call yourself the best, Romero finished up, adding to the ensemble of Plummet is Keeson Davis, quite possibly of the most smoking possibility in the game, who has never been bashful about his longing to confront Tank. Davis Keene, who has reliably gotten down on Tank, appeared to be puzzled by Tank's choice to battle Bug. I've expressed it previously, and I'll say it again. I need that battle with Tank, Kishin proclaimed. Certainly, yet rather he's provoking a lesser lightweight. Why, what's the goal? There's no gamble for him there. He's avoiding any unnecessary risk when he ought to stretch himself to the edge. The best battle, the best, and I'm prepared for Tank at whatever point he needs it. Keene's words just developed the dissatisfaction felt by a larger number of people in the boxing scene, where the interest for high stakes matchups has arrived at an unequal tie. The lightweight division is stacked with ability, and many accept Tank ought to harden his inheritance by assuming the most elite to be recognized as one of the best. He needs to battle folks like me, Shocker Teofimo, every one of the bosses in the division. That is what this game is tied in with, testing yourself against the absolute best. Kayshawn said, his aspiration clear in each word. The declaration of Tank's session with Bug appears to be a botched and open door for Davis to solidify his status as the ruler of the lightweight division. There's no question that Bug is a gifted warrior, yet, according to many, including previous bosses and competitors, the battle misses the mark on show and energy of a genuine test. While Bug gives a fascinating, elaborate test, his cunning methodology and strong jawline, he doesn't have the sort of capability or notoriety that would lift Tank's inheritance in a significant manner. Many boxing specialists have voiced their viewpoints on Tank's choice to battle Bug. They see this as an example in Davis's Vocation 1, where he picks battles that keep him at the center of attention, yet don't be guaranteed to challenge him, in the manner that fans and contenders the same anticipate from an individual of his type. Indeed, even Paulie Malignaggi, a previous boss and presently a notable boxing examiner, communicated his mistake over the matchup. Look, Cockroach is a decent warrior, yet this isn't a compensation for every view battle, Malignaggi said, assuming you reward Davis a person who should be the essence of boxing. You don't battle a person like Bug. When the lightweight division is however stacked, as it very well might be, there are greater names, greater difficulties, and Tank ought to be taking those on. It seems like he's simply avoiding any and all risks. Malignaggi's words sound valid for some. While the battle might draw in a consideration because of Tank star power, it misses the mark on power that a genuine high-stakes standoff would bring. The boxing scene is clamoring for a battle between the top lightweights, and until that happens, Tank's heritage will stay under a magnifying glass. The set of experiences between Tank Davis and Lamont Bug runs profound, with their competition following back to their novice days. These two men, both 29 years of age, have confronted each other 2 times prior to during probably the most significant snapshots of their initial vocations. While Davis won the 2 experiences, there's much more underneath the surface that makes their forthcoming third conflict charming for Bug. Their novice contention is still new in his brain, and he stays unyielding that their most memorable battle basically was problematic. Bug, currently bragging a strong expert record, January 1st, 25, as of late, focused on these past experiences. During a meeting interview with Broadway Joel, he didn't avoid communicating his dissatisfaction over the first of their 2 novice battles. I battled Devon Davis 2 times in the novices. I lost the twice. The first was a little off-putting, Bug made sense of alluding to. Whenever they first got down to business at the Territorial Junior Olympics, as per Bug, the battle occurred in Davis's old neighborhood of Baltimore. A setting that he feels could play had an impact in the result. No, the 2 of them are on YouTube. You can go watch them. He added, as though caring individuals to see with their own eyes and reach their own determinations. Insects guaranteed that the primary battle was off-putting, didn't be ignored, even the host of the meeting. Broadway Joel couldn't resist the opportunity to concur, recommending that the main battle without a doubt appeared to be more sketchy than the subsequent. Bug concurred, relating how his dad had sent the tape to USA Boxing, the administering body for beginner and closing US, in the wake of evaluating the recording. They chose to give Bug a space at the public titles, recognizing that maybe the principal session didn't completely mirror the abilities and potential he showed. Bug recollected that it's strikingly the first I battled him was at Baltimore in the local Junior Olympics. My father sent the tape to USA Boxing regardless of the debate. Encompassing their most memorable experience, destiny united the 2 contenders by this time at the public titles. Bug and Davis both arrived at the finals, making way for a rematch with considerably higher stakes. As Bug reviewed, we both came to nationals. We came to the title. We battled for the title. He beat me in the title, so he won gold and I won silver that year. For Bug, losing to Davis briefly, time didn't hose his soul. As a matter of fact, it appeared to fuel his drive to prevail in the game.